good to see you again.
Yes, thank you. It's good to see you. About 2 or 3 years ago, I was walking along the canal and I thought, I actually want to live on a narrowboat. But then I thought it'd be nice to actually run sessions, get people to escape from the life just for a day and just do a bit of well-being coaching. It sounds absolutely great. So this guy had actually put a picture on of his narrowboat saying that he was happy to hire out for the day and he'd skipper it. So I actually messaged him and said, hiya, can we have a chat? So we ended up having a chat and we ended up meeting up in the pub just down the road from me. And we had a chat and I told him and he's actually into mental health and everything and does a lot of training on it. So he's actually quite happy about doing it. That is
so grand. I love this idea.
That's what this package is about. It's about, because life is a challenge and has its ups and downs and things that we're not in control. Being on that water, I believe, teaches you the skills to be able to bring into life.
That's so good.
And what we're going to be doing, it's 7 days, we'll go travelling up.
One day back.
We're doing 5 days paddling. Right, but we're doing 2 days before to prepare them to make sure they've got all the right equipment.
Granttown-Spey.
The idea is that we're going to be actually paddling on it, but we're also going to be doing wild camping. So we're going to be sleeping out over there so that they can have coaching in the evenings.
Yeah, brilliant.
As well. Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Where are you from exactly? Have you always lived in Manchester?
I've always lived in Manchester. I've always lived in the town I live in. Yeah, it's literally, I'm born and bred here. So it's literally, I'm born and bred.
So you have a Manchester accent then?
Yes.
It's so funny. I remember as a kid going to the UK and I would hear different accents and think, wow, you have a really neat accent. And they'd look at me going, no, you have the accent.
I do like the American accent though. I've also been started doing some lives I don't know whether you've seen them in my group about finding your true self.
Off and on, yeah.
Talking about why we need to find out who we really are. And this is part of what we're going to be doing on the trip as well, so that people are getting away from the life and getting a chance to home in and see what the issue is and being able to be away from everything so they can actually do it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But the lives are also going to be helping people to, because obviously when we people suffering from the low self-esteem and everything and the anxiety, it's usually we're on the wrong path and we're actually pleasing everybody else.
Somebody else.
Pleasing ourselves.
Right. That's so good. Tell me what your turning point was, because we have a lot of people in my self-esteem groups. They're either shy or their esteem is low enough that they're not, I think they're watching, but they're not engaging, maybe because they don't want to be embarrassed. Yeah. I mean, haven't we been there?
We've definitely been there. Yeah.
What was the turning point for you to go
It's quite interesting because when I look back, when I left school, I actually wanted to do physical activity. I love sport.
Yeah,
so I went to college, did my coaching, but then being that unconfident person who was dependent on her parents, I wasn't really clever. Or I was given to believe.
Probably told that, right?
I was given to believe. One of my mum's sayings is, you've got the Mitchell failing, you have no confidence. Okay, that's what she says. Okay, so I'm led to believe, and whether it's been the programming, I don't know, but I used to struggle with exams and things like that. I was more of a practical person, so that's why I like the sport. With my children, because of my sports, and I love sport, and I encouraged the kids to do sport. And the eldest one said, can we go to the athletics track, when he was about 11? So after watching the Olympics and everything, and I said, yeah, come on, we'll go down. So we went down. We went to a couple of athletic clubs. But the thing was, I was actually frightened of coaching because I didn't believe that I knew what I was doing. Yeah. Even though I'd been told I'd passed.
That's very common for a lot of the coaches in our group. They want to develop the confidence and be able to share what they've learned. And some of us think that we have to, be an Olympic medalist to do that, where you can just be a few pages ahead of somebody else and having lived through something. And
I think you actually attract the clients, one, who will make you grow, and two, who you've already been through it anyhow, so you know how to advise them. The idea is that I want people to come on this journey with me, and
nothing like Mother Nature, being outside. And
well, the thing is, we know that if we're out with trees, the trees, we share our air with the trees. The trees give us the oxygen, we give them the carbon dioxide.
Yes.
It helps with your depression, it helps with your anxiety, and it just makes you feel in a better place. Yeah. And I've also got the bushcraft going on as well.
Say more about that again, what it is.
Yeah, the bushcraft, again, this is... the universe brought this person into my life, and he just appeared up on this app, and he does bushcraft and wild camping with well-being. And our idea is that we are going to be doing like weekends once a month, and it's in Matlock in England.
Which is where? What part of England?
In the Peak District in Derbyshire area. But it literally is going to be that we're going to be teaching people bushcraft skills.
And the definition is what?
The definition of bushcraft is it's about teaching me how to make fires, so that you can, when you go out and do wild camping, so you're camping you can camp with a tent, but it's normally without a tent, and you're underneath the stars and in the elements. But you can actually be able to make a fire, cook food without having needing anything. That's the idea of it. So it's preparing the wood, having all the tools to prepare the wood, boiling the water, and getting things from nature, getting the foods, foraging for the foods and things like that.
I see. I didn't understand that part.
We get people into the woods with the trees. We can actually get them to sit and explore, a bit like the canoeing, when we're doing the evenings, where we can actually sit and explore where we are with life and where we want to go and how we want to improve our life. We're just taking a look and saying, right, what is it, what I want, what is it I'm doing, what is making me feel that I haven't got the confidence, I've got the low self-esteem. Because the low self-esteem and the low self-worth, a lot of that is because you don't know who you want to be. I'm doing the tap around the clock as well, and I've the tap around the clock with the EFT, which is very simple, but it's the EFT, and it's got the ancestral lineage. And
I know, that's what I do. It's one of the tools I use, and I agree with you. It's like acupuncture. I also teach Qigong, so they're both Asian principles, but you can tap to help release the stuck energy that you're talking about, whereas just talking about it is a lot slower.
It is. Well,
you can meditate, you can do yoga, these are the things. I just find tapping, I don't have, all the time in the world, so I want it to move.
Well, that tapping, the amount of clearances I've had since I started that in August.
Good for you.
Some of the clearances I'm having, it's like, oh, where's that come from?
I get it. Yeah, I should turn you on to my business partners in my new Facebook group. It'll be starting. It's called Stop Your Emotional Pain, and we use tapping as one of our tools. And the collective energy that we share. I tap on my sad thing that happened to me. Everybody's had sad things happen. So we're all benefiting.
That's it. We're all benefiting from it. We're all benefiting
from it. Universal energy principle as well.
That's it. That's been really lovely.
I've so enjoyed it being with you, Jo. And future, this is what I've done too. Take people out into nature with hiking and Pilates and tapping, and maybe someday we can blend a few things.
It'd be lovely if we can.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much.
We'll connect soon, I know.
Yes, definitely. Thank you. And have a lovely day.
Yeah, you as well. Thanks.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.